What is up, guys? This is the ZeusTuber, and today I am here with some spoilers for The Walking Dead Season 5, Episode 6, titled Consumed. They are courtesy of the Spoiling Dead fans, and they are part of their official Q&A that they do with their source. You have fans of the page asking questions, and then they get answered. And it's a pretty cool looking thing like that. Speaking of which, I might be, I know that Ronnie Hayes does it for Makeup Path Presents, as well as Tresh Chan 2 does it. And I know a couple other YouTube channels do like a weekly Q&A having to do with The Walking Dead. And I know that's not something I usually do, because usually if you ask me a question in the comments, I just answer it anyway. So I don't know if I'll end up doing it. I might, but who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. But I figured I'd just let you guys know that I am considering doing it. Also, I did take up took your advice. I know it was pretty mixed for the most part on the new way that I tried doing my breakdown yesterday. Speaking of which, it's only been up for like a day now, and it's already at like almost 12,000 views. So thank you guys for being awesome about that. So I'll probably end up doing. I'll probably try to do a healthy mix of both. Maybe I'll combine both styles. Like when necessary, I'll elaborate, or if it's something that it's easily just looking at a picture, then I'll just do that. But I'll kind of try to mix both so everyone's happy. Kind of like a hybrid type thing. Yeah, it's kind of hard to explain. It's easier to just do it and then show you, but we don't have to worry about that until next week. So yeah, let's get into these spoilers before you guys click away out of boredom. So, thank you to Spoiling Dead fans for supplying us with these awesome spoilers. So, the first question was, who is the body wrapped in the sheet that Daryl is holding, and why is he burning it? Well, apparently it was a walker, and it was for Carol. That's all the information we got there. It was kind of vague. I still believe it's a child walker. That still remains to be seen, but I am I'm convinced that this theory is correct. I did not come up with this theory. This is courtesy of Ishmael J. Murray, as well as a few others out there in the internet. But I do believe that theory is correct. It is a child-type walker, because if it was just any old walker, then I really doubt Carol would want to dispose of it in this way. So does both Carol and Daryl encounter Noah? The answer is yes. So they both have a scene with him at some point. So that is interesting. Does Noah tell Daryl about the hospital group and Beth? The answer is yes. Are there any survivors left at the camp set up in the walkway and parking garage? For those of you who do not know what that is, there were pictures released a while back from the Spoiling Dead fans, where there's like this enclosed bridge between two buildings, like across like a road. It's like a walkway between parking garages, and there appeared to be some kind of, as we could see in the promo as well, some like tents set up, a little like mini camp. You can tell survivors were there at some point, and the answer is there did not appear to be any survivors in that camp setup. Do we go back to the end of episode 3 and see Daryl telling Noah to come out? The answer is no. We'll probably see that or the aftermath of that in episode 7, because that's when we should see Rick once again. Thank God, finally. Does the flashback show how/what Carol did to survive when Rick banished her? If yes, what makes her decide to go back to the group? They answered in 2 parts. It says very little and B, smoke. Meaning that they don't really show too much of what she did to survive, but we do know that she sees some smoke, and that's why she goes back to the prison. So yeah, there's 2 more questions here. It says, are Daryl and Carol both in the van when it drops? The answer is yes. We already really knew that because we see it in the promo, or the New Zealand promo for that matter, and there were spoilers about that a few months back. Lastly, is there any romantic / intimate interaction between Daryl and Carol in this episode? And whoever was able to see this or view this early, it says none that I noticed. So yeah, it's probably just more of the same type of interaction that we usually get between Daryl and Carol, where it's kind of flirtatious, more on her side, but it's just kind of Daryl being Daryl and Carol being Carol. That's really all we can expect. And also, courtesy of SpoilerTV.com, there's a link to them in the description. I finally added it because I usually slack on my descriptions, but now I added them, so there you go. And they have a couple teasers for this Sunday. One, Daryl and Carol see something we saw in Season 1. Also, camping equipment and walkers don't mix well. 3, raining walkers. We have to look out for that, and watch out for the bookcases, they say. So we'll have to wait and see what that means. But yeah, I'm excited for this episode, and I know you guys are too. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later with another video.